News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, one of the state's largest healthcare providers has announced a new partnership that could affect a portion of its workers. Devin Dagnall met with the president and CEO to discuss what those changes are coming.
Northern Light Health announced that they will begin a strategic relationship with Optum. Tim Dentry, the president and CEO of Northern Light Health, says that he hopes the partnership will help streamline a lot of the services the healthcare provider has struggled with in the past. Dentry says the partnership will improve things like information systems, supply chains, and the digital experience for patients.
I'm very positive and upbeat about this because I think it's good. It's good for our staff, and it's especially good for our direct caregivers.
According to Dentry, the new relationship will only affect about 10% of the active staff across the whole of Northern Light Health.
This is for very specific operations, and again, they're support services, so it's not direct patient care in any way, shape, or form. This is really supply chain. It is the rev cycle from the time you schedule an appointment through billing and all those kinds of headache things that are in healthcare.
Dentry says that those affected by the partnership don't need to worry about any downsizing because their jobs are actually guaranteed under the first year of the contract. After that, he says there's still no cause for concern.
Other health systems that have had this in place for 3-4 years, they've actually added staff. Their turnover rate is less than half of what ours is right now in the state. There's no guarantees beyond a year, but we think the track record is such that it's going to be a very positive thing for all of their careers.
Dentry says it will take some time before Optum is fully integrated, and he expects the process to be more or less completed by the end of March. In Brewer for ABC7 and Fox 22, I'm Devin Dagnall.
In other news tonight, a positive update on the condition of Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin. The team reports that he has shown, quote, remarkable improvement. Hamlin went into cardiac arrest after making a tackle during Monday night's game against the Cincinnati Bengals. Hamlin remains critically ill and in the hospital's intensive care unit, but he was able to open his eyes last night. And today, we're told he's been communicating through writing. According to the Bills, the first question he asked was, did we win the game?
To paraphrase one of our partners, when he asked, did we win? The answer is yes. Damar, you won. You've won the game of life. And that's probably the most important thing out of this. And we really need to keep him at the center of everything else that's going on. And we really want to ensure a good outcome for him.
Doctors say they are still working to determine the cause of Hamlin's cardiac arrest. Coming up in sports, we'll have reaction from Patriots players and staff who are currently preparing for their matchup with Buffalo on Sunday. Well, the Piscataquis County Sheriff's Office says they've identified the driver of a vehicle that crashed into a home at 6 Main Road in Abbott Wednesday evening. The Sheriff's Office says the operator was a 16-year-old girl from Guilford who claimed that she had swerved to miss a deer when she hit the home. Construction crews were at the scene of the incident today, making repairs to where the car had crashed through. According to the Sheriff's Office Facebook page, deputies responded to a hit-and-run incident along Main Road at 4:40 p.m., where a vehicle appeared to be traveling at a high rate of speed before crashing into the home. Nobody was home at the time of the incident, but as you can see, the vehicle did quite a bit of damage to the property. Officers are still investigating, but say charges may be coming. Waterfront businesses in Bar Harbor have filed an injunction as part of their federal lawsuit against the new daily limit on cruise ship passengers allowed in the town. In November, Bar Harbor voters approved a limit of 1,000 incoming passengers per day to the popular tourist destination. The lawsuit states 2,000 to 4,500 passengers normally disembark daily during the cruise ship season. Fish Main Restaurant Group co-owner Christy Bond says the limit would be devastating to businesses that rely on the town's strong tourism industry.
We'll start with, we'll probably have to close earlier and open later. We'll probably have to employ less people. The list goes on. If I'm employing less people, there's less people in town spending money. I mean, the trickle down is real.
Bond says the businesses have filed for an injunction with the hopes of putting these new rules on hold while the lawsuit plays out.
The purpose of that is to keep everything the status quo while the judge is going through and trying to determine his decision, so that hopefully the cruise ships next year can stay as they are scheduled. We're hopeful that the judge will understand that it's going to cause immediate irreparable harm if all these ships don't come next summer.
Bond says the business owners were shocked and disheartened by the vote by Bar Harbor residents who say they were fed up with congestion during the busy months. As of now, the judge has yet to make a decision on the motion for injunction. Well, the city of Belfast is expecting costly repairs after a storm that recently devastated the coast. Our David Ledford has more.
It was a big storm. We've seen him before. We'll see him again, but we'll make do.
Belfast is still dealing with the fallout from a storm in late December that brought a different kind of winter weather. According to city officials, the cost to repair city-owned property, including docks and boathouses, and clear debris from the powerful storm that hit on December 23rd, could cost as much as $120,000. Belfast Fire Chief Patrick Richards says the significance of the damage is due to the city's proximity to the ocean and a lack of an effective coastal defense.
We sustained some very heavy winds, high winds, a lot of impact from the ocean, the sea level rise. Anything that comes from the ocean, we suffer quite a significant impact. There's just no protection there.
While a large portion of this debris was cleared before the start of the new year, many docks are still stacked up on nearby land, waiting to be repaired. Richards says this has impacted the fishing and boating community the most, but does not expect summer tourism to be affected. Belfast Mayor Eric Sanders says that the city has seen similar storm damage in the past, and that the town is planning to rebuild the current breakwater, which is meant to reduce the power of incoming waves before they reach the shore. Sanders says that rebuilding the breakwater to be both taller and longer could cost an estimated $11 million.
It's going to cost money, but it's needed. In '87, people said they were crazy to build it, they'd never need it. And I was down there that morning on the 23rd, and you couldn't even see it.
In Belfast, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Alrighty, folks. Well, let's hit pause here, turn our eyes to the outdoors, and get a first check of our forecast and see what's coming our way.
Thank you so much, Beth. Our first weather is brought to you by Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Maine's largest rug cleaning destination for over 70 years. All right, so lots of snow in the area today. Most of this is scattered. We do have even some freezing drizzle all across the region, especially closer to the coast. It's not even showing up here on the radar. That's how light it is. But overall, still some lingering wintry precipitation. That's going to continue into the overnight hours today and then once again into tomorrow. But overall, the Northeast is clear. Vermont, New Hampshire, upstate New York, all in the clear. Just a good amount of cloud cover besides here in Maine, where some snow showers are still lingering in the region, even some wintry precipitation. Temperatures to start out the day today, we're in those mid-20s, so it wasn't looking too bad. Couple of teens up north, but later on, not much of an improvement. We are still hovering with the near freezing temperatures. So for this time of year, that is slightly above what we should be this time around. Later tonight, though, temperatures are still going to be on the mild end. They're going to be hovering in those mid-20s. Beth?
Alrighty, Comrade, thanks so much. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, officials with the Maine Bureau of Highway Safety are spreading awareness in hopes of making Maine roads safer. And going green, the city of Bangor has installed 2 new electric vehicle charging stations for public use. We'll have those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
Are you tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? Downy Unstoppable's in-wash scent boosters keep your laundry smelling fresh way longer than detergent alone. If you want laundry to smell fresh for weeks, make sure you have Downy Unstoppable's in-wash scent boosters.
Ben's Auto Body specializes in collision and corrosion repair as well as mild restoration, always using PPG paints and refinishing. If it fits in our shop, we will fix it. Located 8 miles west of Walmart, just off Route 2 in Palmyra.
Renovating or building new, you'll find a wide selection of high-performing, energy-efficient, and beautiful windows and doors at Hammond Lumber Company. Your Hammond sales representative will walk you through the showroom displays and help you choose options to create a personalized custom look. Free in-home measurement is available, and Hammond can deliver your order statewide. Bring your vision and enjoy better light and added security and energy savings with quality windows and doors from Hammond Lumber Company.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
Napa knows how to stay warm. And with 29 locations in Maine, Coastal Auto Parts has just what you need to prepare for any outdoor activity. Lightweight, durable, and designed for comfort, Milwaukee's heat-on-demand jackets and hoodies are the perfect cold weather gear. No matter the job, no matter the weather, you'll be ready for anything. And while you're here, sign up for Napa Rewards. You'll save more each time you shop. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
This week, it's the wheel of indecision.
I don't know. It's a tough call.
No.
So it's either spin or solve. What do you think?
Plus, is Pat put in his place?
Over 5,000. I'm getting you're not. Should I just shut up at this point?
For 1 second.
Yeah. Sorry. Rob was appearing here all week.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC 7.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. Maine finished the year with 179 highway fatalities. That's the most in 15 years. Officials with the Maine Bureau of Highway Safety are spreading awareness in hopes of making Maine roads safer. Highway Safety Coordinator Nicholas Brown says they've seen some disturbing trends since the onset of the pandemic.
It just seems like once the pandemic hit, people started reverting back to doing more reckless endangerment when it comes to driving and whatnot, and making the wrong choices when they get behind the wheel. It's safety first. You want to put your phone away. You have to make sure you have no impairment whatsoever.
Brown says their ultimate goal is to have zero fatalities, of course. He says that takes everyone doing their part, though, by always remembering to wear your seatbelt and drive sober and without distractions. The city of Bangor has installed 2 new electric vehicle charging stations, which are available for public use. The stations are located across the street from Bangor Public Library and inside of the Pickering Square parking garage. Bangor has been working on installing these charging stations since receiving funding from the state's Community Action Grant Program. The new additions bring the total number of city-provided stations to 4, each having the ability to charge 2 cars at the same time. Well, we turn now to new details in the University of Idaho killings. The 28-year-old quadruple murder suspect facing a judge in Moscow, Idaho today for the 4 stabbing deaths. Prosecutors revealing a timeline of the murders and how they were able to track down the alleged killer. ABC's Rena Roy now with the latest.
As quadruple murder suspect Brian Koberger faced an Idaho judge on first-degree murder charges, prosecutors revealing chilling new details in the gruesome case that's gripped the nation. Authorities laying out what exactly happened in the overnight hours of November 13th when they say Koberger stabbed Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, Kaylee Gonsalves, and Ethan Chapin to death. Court documents say a surviving roommate heard who she believed to be Gonsalves say there's someone here around 4 a.m. in their off-campus home near the University of Idaho. That roommate then hearing apparent cries from Kernodle's room and a man saying, "It's okay, I'm going to help you." She told investigators she saw a figure in black clothing and a mask walking toward her then leaving. She says she stood frozen and in shock, locking herself in her room. Officials say the murders happened fast between 4 and 4:25 a.m. a.m. with Koberger, a criminology grad student nearby, making 4 passes by the house before going in. Cell phone data shows he visited the area of the home 12 times before the murders. At the scene, investigators discovering the sheath of the knife, collecting Koberger's DNA, matching it to DNA found in the trash at his parents' home in Pennsylvania. Detectives also tracking down Koberger's white Hyundai Elantra, which was spotted near the scene. Last week, authorities zeroing in on Koberger at that Pennsylvania home, arresting him, then extraditing him back to Idaho. Gonzalez's family attorney speaking out today after Koberger's court appearance.
And the family will be here for the long haul. And that's the statement for the media today.
Koberger is being held without bail. He's due back in court a week from now. So far, there is no motive in this case. Rena Roy, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, right over your head, a tracked comet will be visible for the first time in 50,000 years. And in sports, Herman High School is breaking down on their new athletics complex. That story right after the break.
It's time to start planning that new home or garage you've been thinking about. Hammond Lumber Company is here to help, offering complete building packages with everything you need. With several options on their website and thousands of unique plans in their in-house drawing catalog. Hammond will help you make your dreams a reality. Choose your materials from Hammond's extensive showroom displays, and Hammond will deliver your order from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Start planning your new home or garage at Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
This week,
Happy New Year to all.
Super champion Ray Lalonde is on a streak into 2023 with 12 wins.
Ray Lalonde survives yet another scare.
And over $350,000.
Let's do a true daily double.
All of it at stake.
Now, can he put together another streak week?
Everybody's off to a great start.
Next Jeopardy!
All this week at 7:30, only on ABC 7.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Engstrom's Auto Service in Guilford. We specialize in all foreign and domestic service and alignments.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We will start with some positive news. As we heard at the top of the show, Damar Hamlin is improving. He is awake, he's squeezing the hands of family members, and he's communicating through writing. All positive signs. On Thursday, we heard from the Patriots for the first time since prior to the injury. They're getting ready to play the Bills this Sunday in what's going to be an emotional game. And as they did earlier in the week over social media, New England on Thursday offered some strong support for Buffalo, for Hamlin, and for his family ahead of this weekend's matchup.
We're all in this together, and I think it's important to realize that football is a game that brings people together. And I think this is a great example of bringing not only our teams together, but the whole league, the whole world, really, the whole nation.
Life's bigger than this game, and I think this is one of these humbling moments for all of us that stands out. I'd say as a coach, it's different, and I've expressed this to the players multiple times, but the amount of respect that I have for them and what they do and how they do it is immense.
No lies spoken there. Looking forward to watching that one this weekend. Over at Herman High School, construction crews broke ground at the high school as part of the Pottle Field reconstruction project, and it's happening just months after the measure was voted through.
A lot of good stuff going on around here. As sad as I am to see the bulldozers plowing off Pottle that I've been playing, been a part of for 6 years, I'm glad to see this stuff being up in a pile right now.
Pottle Field in Herman is getting a makeover.
That would be a new track, new artificial turf playing surface over here at Pottle Field, practice field in between.
Crews began the reconstruction project on Thursday, and the new complex means so much more to Hawks athletics than just a new playing surface for their football team.
I always see the soccer teams practicing in the outfield of the baseball field, and from a coach's standpoint, that would be like me practicing on a 40-yard football field. It's just great all around for the school and the community.
And especially important is the track. Now, the Hawks track and field teams can practice and compete in Herman.
And to finally have a track, our track program has been paying Hamden to go over there and use their facilities, and it would be great for our track program to start building.
The previous playing surface was just inches above a layer of rock, which kept moisture directly underneath the grass. That caused more problems than just some mud stains on the jerseys.
I love to ground and pound, and I love to watch people roll around in mud, and I love that part of football. It's the fact that this playing surface is in some spots are just inches above rock, and in some parts you can be walking at the 40-yard line, and next thing you know, you're touching rock.
As for Coach Gallant and everyone else involved in athletics, seeing this project underway after receiving support from the entire community to vote this through means the world.
The citizens of Herman have seen what we're doing, are excited about it. They want to back us, and they want to help us take it to that next level. So I'm super excited, and thank you to all those people that voted it through.
Looking forward to see what that looks like over there. And the field hockey team will also be playing on the new turf. So it really benefits everyone. Let's head to the hardwood now. In Husson, both their men's and women's programs get their first taste of NAC action this weekend. They're both coming off of some pretty long road trips, too. Starting with the women, they are coming off of a 1-1 trip in Daytona, Florida, where they rung in the new year together. Coach Kissy Walker tells me it was a great bonding experience, really to gear up for the back half. They've got a few returners, but are also working in 9 newcomers into the mix. So it's been a learning curve so far. They still have their sights set on a return to the NAC championship, but they know they won't be getting there overnight.
Being in that championship game and having a lot of returners certainly is something that everybody wants again. And I honestly think we just have to take one game at a time and look to keep building. I don't think we can put that pressure on that we've got to be in the championship, but we've got to win the East. It's just game by game getting better and better. So we just kind of keep talking about the process.
As for the men, they have dropped a few in a row, but they've had a lot of close losses, several single-digit ones. Their most recent game against Occidental came down to the final possession. The Eagles are defending NAC champs, and after a tough non-conference schedule, they're ready to get back to some familiar opponents, but they recognize there's a lot of newness this year and are also focused on the process more than they are the results.
Well, one of the things that we recognized and we knew was going to be a process is, we had a lot of guys moving into new roles. Even the guys coming back are in the new roles. That were replacing those guys that we lost. So all in all, the process of us maturing and understanding our roles is coming along, and as we enter conference play, hopefully we're ready to go.
All right, those games kick off Friday, and they also play on Saturday. So all the time we have for sports. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast.
Thank you so much, Tyler. Our main weather today is brought to you by Leona Mays. Leona Mays Antique and Gift Shop in Newport. They give... no, let's start that over. They check out our...
Do you have leaky pipes? Are you planning a plumbing job? Is your heating system working right? Are you designing a plumbing project? Then contact Harley's Plumbing and Heating Plus.
If your toilet will not flush, Harley will be there in a rush. Furnace bit the dust today. Harley crew is on the way. Harley Plumbing, Harley Heating.
990-2200. Call now.
Harley!
Call or visit online.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard Parks.
Parenting. Sometimes there's success.
You got it, girl!
And other times...
I want to encourage you to try it.
Nope.
I am a high achievement parent.
Our parenting style is strict with morals.
You can obviously see the love. I wish I had a dad like them.
You should see us cook, though.
The Parent Test. New episode starting tonight, 9/8 Central on ABC.
Did you know that an alpaca item is the most wish-listed gift idea? Stop searching for that perfect gift and start shopping for it at the Blue Alpaca in Belfast. It doesn't matter who's on your gift list, the Blue Alpaca has something for everyone with an incredible selection of alpaca socks, hats, sweaters, even stuffed animals, and more. Shop in-store or online and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. Too much to choose from? Don't worry, the Blue Alpaca also offers gift cards. The Blue Alpaca, feel the difference.
When the Granite Shop wants to know the weather on MDI, they log on to foxbangor.com. At the Granite Shop in Sedgwick and in Trenton, we have more inventory than all other shops in the state combined. Fastest turnaround, too.
Tonight, as democracy plays out live on Capitol Hill, what will it take to get lawmakers back to business? Plus, we're at the Vatican as Pope Benedict XVI is laid to rest. More Americans turn to the #1 newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Our main weather is brought to you by Leona Mays Antique and Gift Shop in Newport. Come check out our 3 floors of antique treasures and gifts in our renovated 1800s home. All right, another one of those days. It really feels like winter outside. Temperatures slightly below freezing, a little bit of snow showers in the area, but we also do have some wintry mix in the region as well, not only by the coast, but same thing here in a town where a little bit of freezing drizzle is in the area. Overall, though, throughout the Northeast, we're pretty much in the clear. A good amount of clouds lingering in upstate New York, same thing in PA into Jersey. But overall, we're in the clear besides here in our state. A little bit of snow showers will still be lingering even into tomorrow as our futurecast does show lots of breaks in the precipitation. This will also be very light. That's going to be lingering into tomorrow. So not much accumulation with this, but still enough to make it white outside. I mean, it is winter, so what more can you ask for? We're looking at a widespread 1 to 3 inches across the state, not anything more or anything less. It does look like a really simple 1 to 3 inch snowfall this time around, and that's going to be all the way through the morning hours on Saturday. We do have a bit of a breeze outside right now, 13-mile-an-hour winds here in town. 10 in Bar Harbor. Look at Rockland, same thing, 13 miles per hour. Wind gusts closer to 20 to 25, same thing in Machias. So not a big wind maker, but we do have enough wind to have some small craft advisories out until around 1 p.m. on Friday. That might possibly get extended a little bit further out, but overall, still, if you are out and about, especially by the coast, take extra precautions. Temperatures, though, not too bad for this time of year. Even Florida's back into the 70s and 80s. Look it up the eastern seaboard. D.C. is even in on some lower to mid 60s. New York City, 48 degrees. It is mild. Those warmer temperatures made its way up the eastern seaboard. But here, now everything has cooled off. And we're actually going to continue to be slightly above average besides Sunday. Our average should be hovering around 29 degrees. Take a look at the next several days. So tomorrow we're actually going to have temperatures close to 32. Saturday a little bit higher than that. Sunday a little bit chilly. So we're going to be in up and down for the roller coaster ride of temperatures. Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday temperatures start to warm up. But then I'm looking at trends middle to end of next week. We'll have a bit cooler weather on the way. Tonight, though, temperatures will be hovering in those mid-20s. Snow showers, some freezing rain will be lingering in the region. Tomorrow, though, temperatures close to that freezing mark, but we will have some lighter snow showers in the area throughout the day. Our extended forecast outlook does show clear skies into Saturday. Same thing on Sunday. Temperatures cooling back down into the 20s on Sunday. Then on Monday into Tuesday, we start to warm up. Temperatures will be above average and hovering in those mid to upper 30s. Beth?
Thanks, Conrad. And finally, tonight, experts are saying that there is a once-in-a-lifetime event happening right over our heads. It was discovered that the comet C-2022 E3 will be visible for the first time in 50,000 years.
It is expected the comet might get to visible to the unaided eye, but we'll have to wait and see. Comets are notoriously hard to predict their brightness. It really depends on the amount of material that's melted off as it passes by the sun, and the interaction with the solar wind will sort of push on that, creating the comet's tail.
Well, Sean Latch, the director of the Versant Power Astronomy Center, says that for the best results while trying to see the comet, you should use binoculars on a dark night. He also says to use a star chart to make locating this once in not even one lifetime, like 3 or 4, make it easier to locate the comet. So grab those star charts, grab those binoculars, wait for a nice, dark, calm night, and hopefully you'll be able to see it. Alrighty, folks, well, that is going to do it for us from everyone here at ABC7. Take care and have a great rest of your night.